Hi there, and welcome to my channel. In my channel, I keep on discussing the various topics which are very important from your examination point of view. And above that, they are also very much asked in your interviews. So, today we are going to discuss one such very important topic of data structure that is known as AVL tree. Now, what is this AVL? A stands for Edelson, V stands for Walensky, L stands for Lancy. They are the inventor of this particular concept. Okay. Now, let's just understand what AVL trees are. Okay. AVL tree is a self-balancing BST tree. Now, what is this BS tree? That is binary search tree. Okay, now in the very first line, as you can see, I have highlighted the word that is self-balancing and the second word is BST. So that means in order to understand AVL trees, first of all, we should know what is BST. Okay, what is a binary search tree? The one term that we should know, and the second term we should know is what is self-balancing. Okay, next line is in the AVL tree, the difference between the left and the right subtree cannot be more than 1. Okay, it cannot be more than 1 for all the nodes. Okay, how we are going to calculate that difference, I'll let you know as we proceed in our video. Okay, now balance factor is the length of the longest path to reach the leaf node. We are you need to understand this point that we are not saying how many nodes are present in a subtree. No, we are not concerned with that. We are simply saying the longest path, which means we are talking about the edges in order to reach the leaf node or the terminal node. Okay, so the balance factor is equals to the height of the left subtree minus height of the right subtree. Its value can be -1, 0 or 1. If you can notice, this is a mathematical notation that is -1, 0 and 1. This is enclosed in curly brackets, which means we are not talking about a set. We are talking about the whole numbers. That means its value, balance factor value could either be -1, it could either be 0 or it could be 1. Okay, now what is the balance factor? That is height of left subtree minus height of right subtree. It should be less than or equals to 1. Why we are saying less than? Because we are also counting -1. Okay, but before moving on to such balance factor concept, let's just understand the very first term, that is BS tree, binary search trees. Now what is a binary search tree? Let's just understand that first. Now it is also known as ordered binary tree. Why ordered? If you have viewed my one of my videos in which we are talking about the how we can traverse our tree, there are different orders of traversing a tree. Okay, now, whenever you are traversing a binary search tree, you will always get a sorted list. Okay, this is a concept. How we are getting that sorted list due to the concept of binary search tree. What is that? It is a rooted binary tree. Now, what is a binary tree? That can have at the most two children. Okay, it can have at the most two children, which means it can have zero child, it can have one child, or it can have two children. It cannot have more than two. Okay, now whose internal nodes each stores a key greater than all the keys in the node's left subtree and less than those in the right subtree. So which means if I am saying if it can have at most two children, so left child should be less than your parent child and right child should be greater than the parent child. Okay, so obviously when we'll perform in order traversal which says left, root and right, when we perform that traversal, we are always going to get the sorted list whenever we are traversing binary search trees. Okay, let's just understand this concept with the help of an example. Suppose we need to create a BST and the keys are this, that is 30, 40, 50, 10, 20. We have taken the random numbers. First of all, since the key is 30, so I am going to place 30 as my root node. Okay, then is 40. Now, since it is a binary search tree, I need to compare every value with its ancestor. Okay, so I'm going to compare, since I have only one node in my tree right now, so I'm going to compare 40 with 30. Now 40 is greater than 30. So we have already discussed in the definition of binary search tree that right node is going to be greater than the parent or the root node. Okay, so 30 is less than 40, or we can say 40 is greater than 30. So we are going to place 40 as the right child. Okay, then comes 50. Now again we are going to compare that 50 with 30. Now 50 is greater than 30. 50 is definitely going to be on the right side of 30. Okay, when we'll come on the right side of 30, we have 40. Now 50 is again greater than 40, so 50 is going to be at the right of 40. Okay, next is going to be 10. Now when we compare 10 with 30, we find out 10 is less than 30. So we are very much sure that 10 is going to be on the left side of 30, because we have read in the definition that in binary search tree, left child is always going to be less than the parent. So we are going to place this 10 on the left of 30. Next comes 20. Now again we'll compare the 20 with the node 30. 20 is less than 30, so that means we are sure that 20 is going to be on the left side of 30. So we'll come on the left side of 30. There is a node present on the left side, that is 10. So we'll compare this 10 with 20. Okay, the node that we want to insert. When we'll compare 10 with 20, we find out that 20 is greater than 10. Okay, so that means 20 should appear on the right side of 10. Okay, so we have placed 20 on the right side of 10. Okay, right now we are not talking about that self balancing word. We are just focusing on how to create a BST. Okay, how to create a binary search tree. Two things that you need to remember whenever you are discussing about binary search tree. The very first thing is that binary search tree we can have at most two children. Now whenever I am saying at most two children, that means it can have either zero child, it can have one child, or it can have two children. It cannot have more than that. Okay, and second point that you need to remember is that in case of BST, all the nodes on the left side of a node are less than the root node, and all the nodes on the right side of a node are greater than the root node. Look at this subtree. It have maximum 3. It has 10 and 40. Whenever I'll consider this subtree, then also I can look at the fact it has maximum one child. Okay, similarly 40 subtree, it is also having only one child. Okay, second point is all the nodes on the left side are less than 30, all the nodes on the right side are greater than 30. Okay, similarly let's just understand this concept again with the help of an example. So now this is the new order, this is the new tree that we are going to create, that is binary search tree. So we have just changed the numbers. Okay, you need to remember one thing, that we are not organizing the numbers in one particular order. Instead of that, we are placing the numbers in the tree in the same order in which they are appearing. Okay, and we are going to place them as the nodes on the basis of the concept of binary search tree, which means that if a number is less than root, it should be on the left of the root. If a number is greater than root, it should be on the right of the root. Okay, so this is the only concept that we need to look at. Okay, so the very first key is 50, so 50 is going to be the root node. Next key is 40. Now 40 is less than 50. So binary search tree says if a value is less than the root node, place that as the left child of the node. Okay, so we are going to place that as the left child of 50, that is 40. Next comes 30. We'll again compare that 30 with 50. Yes, 30 is less than 50. So we'll come on the left side. Now 30 is again less than 40. So 30 is going to be the left child of 40. Okay, next is 20. Now 20 is again less than 50, less than 40, less than 30. So it is going to be the left child of 20 is going to be the left child of 30. In this, if you can just observe that there is no child at the right side of 50, 40, 30. There is no right child of all these nodes. They are having only one left child. Okay. So now in AVL trees, we are going to balance such kind of thing. Okay, by maintaining the property of binary search tree. How we are going to do that? With the help of balance factor. Okay. Now, before moving on to the AVL tree example, I would like to show the definition again. Okay, it should be binary search tree that we have already discussed. That what is a binary search tree? Okay, in the definition we have written that is self-balancing. Now, how we are going to say it's a balancing tree? That is with the help of this balance factor. Okay. Now, how we are going to calculate that balance factor? We are going to calculate the height of left subtree, and we are going to calculate the height of right subtree, and then we are going to calculate the difference of both the heights. Now, we are saying the difference of both heights could be -1, 0 or 1. It cannot be any other number beside these three numbers. Okay, if the number is -2, we will say no, it is not balanced. If the number is 2, we'll say no, it is not again balanced. Okay, so particularly we need to focus on the concept that whenever you are calculating the balance factor, which means that we are going to calculate the height of left subtree, we are going to calculate the height of right subtree, and then we are going to calculate the difference of both. Okay, now difference, if difference comes out to be -1, 0 or 1, as I have written, if difference comes out to be -1, 0 or 1, then we are fine. If the difference is any other value apart from these three values, then we need to perform some kind of operations. Okay, now what those operations are, let's just understand. Example I have taken. Now if you can just have a look at, you need to focus on the two words that we have mentioned in the definition of AVL tree. That first word is it should be a binary search tree. The second word is it should be a balanced tree. Okay, now for binary search tree, we have only two factors, that is all the nodes can have maximum 2 children. Okay, every node is having maximum 2 children. Okay, not more than that. Okay, second thing was all the nodes on the left side should be less than root node, and all the nodes on the right side should be greater than root node. Okay, let's just have a look at that. Now if I'll have a look at the left side, they all are less than 10. If I look at the right side, they all are greater than 10, and 11, that is less than 12 but greater than 10. That is why it is appearing on the right side of 10 but on the left side of 12. But before saying this is an AVL tree, we have checked only the one concept, that is it is a binary search tree. Second was it should be a balanced tree. Now how to calculate that balance factor? If you can see, whenever you are going to calculate the balance factor, you can simply say all the leaf nodes are having balance factor 0. That is for sure. Why? Because leaf nodes are not going to have any left or right child. Okay, for balance factor we need to calculate the height of left and right subtree, but since leaf node is the last node, so it is not going to have any right or left subtree. Okay, so we can simply say that all these three nodes have a balance factor that is 0. Okay, now if I am going to calculate the balance factor of 8, balance factor of 8 is what? It comes out to be 1. Why? Because 8 is having only one child, one edge on the left side, but there is no edge on the right side. So that means 1 minus 0, it comes out to be 1, which is perfect. Okay, now when I look at 12, 12 is having one edge on the left side, that is 1, and one edge on the right side, that is 1. So 1 minus 1 gives me 0. Again perfect. No need to do anything, right? Now look at 10. Now 10 is having two edges on the left side, that is 1 which is connecting to 8, and second edge which is connecting to 4. So 1 plus 1 gives me 2. Similarly, on the right side again it is having two edges, that is 10 to 12 and 12 to 13. Now why I am saying edges, why I am not saying nodes? Because I am, as you have read in the definition, we were saying the largest path to reach the leaf node. We need to traverse to the leaf node from the root node. So number of edges which are coming in between, that is considered as the path. Okay, so path is going to be on the left side, path is 2, and on the right side also path is 2. So 2 minus 2 gives me 0, which is again perfect. So at every node I have calculated the balance factor, which is coming out to be either -1, 0 or 1. So which means I can simply say it is an AVL tree. Okay, now let's just take another example. So this is a random tree. Okay, till this point we have the same tree. Okay, now we have added some extra nodes to this tree. Okay, so when you calculate the balance factor, let's just calculate the balance factor of 10 only. I am not going to discuss that for each node, because in the next example we'll do that. Okay, right now we will just look at the factor. First of all, it is a BST. Yes, it is a binary search tree because it is fulfilling all the two properties of binary search tree. Second was balance factor. Now let's just calculate the balance factor of 10. Balance factor is the longest path to reach the leaf node. Now what is the longest path to reach the leaf node? This is 1. This is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. Okay. This is the left side, left height. This is the left subtree, that is 4. And on the other side, height of the right subtree is what? 1 plus 1, which is 2. 4 minus 2 gives me 2. As I have already told you, that if the balance is coming out to be any value other than -1, 0 or 1, I can simply say this is not an AVL tree. We will improve this tree to make it as an AVL tree, but right now this is not an AVL tree. Okay, so we'll simply quote this is not an AVL tree. And let's just understand that how we can make a non-AVL tree as an AVL tree. Okay, first of all, we need to create an AVL tree. As I told you earlier, whenever we are going to create a tree, we will be provided with the keys. Okay, so key is actually the node value. Okay, so we are having 3 keys, that is 30, 20, 10. I told you earlier also that we are not going to rearrange these keys. Okay, we are going to place the keys in the same order in which they are apparent. Okay, so first of all, we are going to place 30, then 20. Now we also know that AVL tree is going to fulfill the property of binary search tree. So we are going to compare 20 with 30. 20 is less than 30, so we'll place that as the left side, a left child of 30. Then comes 10. Now 10 is less than 30. 10 is again less than 20. So we'll place 10 as the left child of 20. Okay. So now we are going to calculate the balance factor. Okay. So first of all, we are going to calculate the balance factor of root node, which is 30. As we know, what is the balance factor? That is height of the left subtree minus height of the right subtree. How to calculate the height of left subtree? I have told you in the previous example also that it is going to be the longest path to reach the leaf node. Now, what is the longest path? This is the edge number 1 plus edge number 2, which means longest path of left subtree is 2 and there is no child on the right side. Okay, so it is going to be 0. So balance factor comes out to be 2. Okay, similarly, let's just calculate the balance factor of 20. Now, 20, the height of the left subtree is what? That is 1. And height of the right subtree is again 0. So it comes out to be 1 minus 0, which gives me 1. That is perfect. And the balance factor of leaf node is 0 always. Okay, we have discussed that in the previous example also, how it is coming out to be 0. Okay, now where is the problem? Here is the problem. The balance factor is 2. It should not be 2. Now balance factor can be -1, 0 or 1. It cannot have any other value apart from those values. Okay, so now which means this is not an AVL tree, but we are supposed to create an AVL. We have given that these are the keys and out of these keys you need to create an AVL tree. But we have created a tree which is not an AVL tree. Now we need to work on it. Okay, how we are going to work on it? We are going to perform some kind of rotations. What is a rotation? That means we'll shift some nodes in such a way that our tree becomes a balanced tree. Now, how we are going to perform those rotations? Firstly, you need to understand that we have actually two types of rotation. First one is known as single step rotation, okay, which is having left rotation or right rotation. Second one is known as double step rotation or two step rotation, which is either left right rotation or right left rotation. LR, that is also known as LR, that is left right. Second one is RL, which is right left. Okay, if we can complete the rotations in one single step, that becomes a single step rotation. And if we need to perform two steps, that becomes double step or two step rotation. Okay, now first of all you need to understand where my tree is imbalanced so that accordingly we can perform the rotation. Now when this tree become imbalanced with this node, because the tree, the node which is having balance factor apart from -101, so that node is creating imbalance in the tree. Okay, like in this case, this node is creating imbalance in the tree because it is having balance factor value as 2, which should ideally be -10 or 1. Okay, so how this is come? Because we have inserted 10 on the left of 30. See, left of 30 was 20 and left of 20 is 10. So which means we have performed two left operations, due to which balance factor of root node is coming out to be 2. Okay, so that means there is LL imbalanced tree. What is LL imbalance? What do I mean by that? That we have a node that is left of 30, left of root. Okay, that is creating imbalancing in the tree. So that means we need a rotation. How we can rotate that? Simple. You need not to perform many such things. Just rotate 20 upwards and just pull 30 downwards. When we'll pull 30 downwards and we'll push 20 upwards, tree will become balanced. So let's just have a look at that. Pull 30 downwards and we are just going to push 20 upwards. See, there is one thing, that there can only be one root node. Okay, so that means at the root we are going to send 20. If we are going to send 20 as the root node, we need to send 30 somewhere else, because root cannot be more than 1. Okay, now since it is also following the property of binary search tree, so 30 can be only on the right side of 20, because 30 is greater than 20. Okay, which means after rotation my tree will become like 20 is acting as the root node. Okay, 30 will be on the right side of the root node. Okay, and 10 will be on the left side. Now when you calculate the balance factor, your tree is going to be balanced tree. That means it is an AVL tree. Now as I told you earlier also, leaf nodes are going to have balance factor which is 0, and root node, height of the left subtree is 1, height of the right subtree is also 1, so 1 minus 1 gives me 0. So that means this is a balanced tree. Okay, now let's just have a look at the another example. We need to create an AVL tree and our keys are 30, 10, 20. First of all we are going to insert 30. Okay, then 10. Now 10 is less than 30, so 10 will be on the left side of 30. Now 20, 20 is great, 20 is less than 30, so 20 will come on the left side of 30, but 20 is greater than 10, so 20 will come on the right side of 10. Okay, so this is my tree. Balance factor of root node is what? 1 plus 1, which is 2. Okay, and on the right side there is no node, so 2 minus 0 gives me 2. Now balance factor of this node is what? That is 0, because on the left side there is no node, so 0 minus 1, it will gives me -1. And leaf node, as we know, its balance factor is going to be 0, which means that again this node is imbalanced. Due to this node, my tree is becoming imbalanced tree. Okay, but this time how this imbalancing was has occurred, because I have inserted firstly a node on the left and then on the right, which means the tree is LR imbalance. Firstly we have inserted on the left, then we have inserted on the right. Actually, one point you need to remember, from where you need to look at this fact that how this is creating imbalance, the node which is having balance factor which is not -1, 0 or 1. Okay, so these two nodes are having a balance factor which lies between -1, 0 and 1, but this node is not having balance factor between among those three values. Okay, so from here we judge, okay, because we have inserted a node on the left, then on the right, so that means this is LR imbalance. Okay, so now how we can improve this LR imbalance situation? We need to perform two steps for that. Okay, we cannot simply do like in the earlier example, because in the earlier example that was simple, because we were pushing one node towards the root and we were pulling one node from the root. Okay, but here that could not be done. Okay, why? Because 20 is the right child of 10, so we cannot do the rotation in one single step. We need to perform two steps. What are those two steps? First of all, we need to send this 20 upwards. Okay, when I'll send this 20 upwards, I need to pull 10 downwards. Why? Because 10 is less than 20, so 10 is going to be the left child of 20. Okay, so when we are going to push this 20 upwards, we need to pull that 10 downwards. Okay, so because we need to maintain the properties of binary search tree as well. Okay, so now once this is done, now this is the similar case of your previous rotation. So firstly we have left rotated, we have rotated our node to the left side. If you can just have a look, this has been rotated to the left side. Okay, so this is left rotation, and now we are going to perform the, so balance factor of this node is again 2 minus 0, which is 2. Balance factor of this is again going to be 1 minus 0. See, earlier it was -1, now it is 1. By mistake I have written 0, it is 1. Okay, why earlier it was -1? Because on the left side there was no child, so 0 minus 1 was giving me -1. But in this case there is left child but there is no right child, so left minus right, so 1 minus 0 will give me 1, and last is 0. So that means again this is causing imbalance. Okay, how this imbalance is coming? Because of the left of left. Okay, so I simply need to perform one more step, that is right rotation. I'll move this 20 upwards and I'll move that 30 downwards. I'll move this 20 upwards and I'll move that 30 down. So that is right rotation. So why I'm saying this is a two-step rotation, this is LR rotation. Okay, LR rotation. Why we are saying that? Firstly, we need to push this 20 towards the left side, and here we are pulling that 30 to the right side. So this is LR, this is a two-step rotation. Similarly, we have RL, that is right left rotation, and one rotation is left rotation. Okay, those are similar. Okay, so now we are going to discuss the next example in which we have more than 3 nodes. So now in this we have given number of keys that is more than 3, and we are going to create an AVL tree from these given keys. Okay, so I'm telling you again and again the same point, that we are not going to rearrange the keys. Okay, we are going to insert the keys in the same order in which they are appearing. Okay, so first of all I am going to insert 15, then I'll check the next node or the next key, which is 10. Now 10 is less than 15, so I'll insert that as the left child of 15. Okay, now next is 8. Now 8 is less than 15, 8 is again less than 10, so I'll insert 8 as the left child of 10. Okay, now once you have inserted 3 nodes, because in the binary search tree maximum we can have 3 nodes. Okay, obviously, because we are saying A node can have maximum 2 children. So 2 children plus one parent. So total of 3. So after inserting 3 nodes, initially we need to check the balance factor every time. Okay. Initially after inserting 3 nodes, we are going to check the balance factor. Okay. So first of all, we know that leaf node is going to have a balance factor 0. We have already discussed. Okay. Now next is 10. Now what is the what is the height of the left subtree of 10, which is 1. Height of the right subtree of 10 is 0. So 1 minus 0 will give me 1. Now height of the left subtree of 15, that is 2, because what is the height of any side of tree? That is the longest path to reach the leaf. So longest path to reach the leaf node is 1 plus 1, it will give me 2. So 2 minus, on the right side there is no node, so 2 minus 0, it is going to give me 2. So that means it is imbalanced. Okay, it is imbalanced. Now you need to look at the factor from where it is imbalanced, because of the left of left. So this is what I am telling you, this is LL imbalance because of left insertion. Okay, so we are going to perform the rotation that is known as right rotation. Why I am saying right? Because we are going to pull 15 towards the right. Okay, so after performing the rotation, 10 will become the root node, 15 will be the right child of root, and 8 will be the left child of root. Again we are going to calculate the balance factor. Okay, 8 and 15 leaf node, they are going to have a balance factor 0. And 10, what is the height of the left subtree of 10? That is 1. What is the height of the right subtree of 10? Again 1. So 1 minus 1 will give me 0. All the nodes have balance factor 0, so that means this is perfectly an AVL tree. Till now, we are not saying we have created the whole tree. Till now, that means after inserting 3 nodes, my tree is an AVL tree. Okay. So the next one is 12. After inserting 15, 10, 8, the next node is 12. Now when I compare 12 with 10, 12 is greater than 10. So it should be on the right side of 10. Okay. On the right side, I have a node 15. 12 is less than 15. So it should be on the left side of 15. Okay. Now as I told you earlier also that after every insertion, you need to calculate the balance factor. Okay, so now we are going to calculate the balance factor. So leaf nodes are going to have a balance factor that is 0. Already discussed it. Next is 15. Now what is the height of the left subtree of 15? That is 1. Height of the right subtree of 15 is 0. So 1 minus 0 will give me 1. Now height tree of 10, that is 1. And height of the right subtree of 10, that is 2. So 1 minus 2 will gives me minus 1. So all the values are bit among minus 1, 0 and 1. So this is perfectly fine. Till now my tree is an AVL tree. After that I am going to insert 14. Okay. Now again I am going to make a comparison. 10 is compared with 14. 14 is greater than 10, so it should be on the right of 10. Now 15 is greater than 14, so 14 should be on the left of 15. Now on the left side of 15, we already have a node, that is 12. Okay, on the left side of 15, we already have a node. So we need to compare 14 with that node. So when I compare 14 and 12, I find out 14 is greater than 12. So it should be the right child of 12. Okay, so 14 should be on the right side of 12. Okay, now after this step, we are again going to calculate the balance factor. Now leaf nodes are going to have a balance factor that is 0. So that means 8 and 14, they are going to have balance factor which is 0. For this node, we are going to update the balance factor because now this is not a leaf node. Okay, so when I'll update, what is the height of left subtree? That is 0. What is the height of right subtree? That is 1. So 0 minus 1 will gives me minus 1. Okay, so now we are going to update the balance factor of 15. Okay, so now when I look at the height of left subtree of 15, that comes out to be 2 because this is one edge, this is second edge. As we know, what is the height? That is the longest path to reach the leaf node. Okay, so 1 plus 1 will gives me 2, and on the right side there is no edge, and on the right side there is no node, there is no path, so it is going to give me 0. So 2 minus 0, it will give me 2. Okay, so this is an imbalance. Okay, right of left of 10, that is 1, because it is having only one node on the left side, and on the right side the height is 1 plus 1 plus 1, so total of 3. So 1 minus 3, it is going to give me minus 2. Okay, it is going to give me minus 2. When you look at the imbalance factor, so this is having a balance factor which is 2, so that means it is not having a balance factor among minus 1, 0 or 1, so that means this is creating imbalance. Okay, so now why this is creating imbalance? Because I have inserted a node on the left and then right, so this is LR imbalance. Okay, left and then right, so we need to perform two-step rotations for that. Okay, so how we are going to perform that two-step rotation, I'm going to show that for 15, 12 and 10. First of all, I'm going to perform that left rotation, and then we'll perform the right rotation. Okay, so firstly what we are going to perform on this only. Okay, so firstly I'll perform the left rotation and then I'll perform the right rotation. How is that going to happen? Firstly, we are going to push this 14 towards the left side of the subtree, and then we'll perform that pull towards the right side of the subtree. Okay, like for example, we are going to work on this subtree only right now. See, we need not to work for all the nodes which are having balance factor beyond minus 1, 0 or 1. No. If we are going to work on one single node as well, one single subtree as well, it is automatically working on the other balance factors also. Okay. Why this is happening, I'll tell you how this is happening. First of all, let's just understand. Firstly, we are going to perform left rotation. What does that mean? We are going to push 14 towards the left of 15. Okay. So firstly, we have pushed 14 towards the left of 15. Since at one position there can only be one node. So if I am pushing 14 towards the left of 15, I need to pull 12 towards the downward. Okay, this is the first step. This is the left rotation, and in the next step we are going to perform the right rotation. What is that? We are going to pull 15 downwards and we are going to push 14 upwards. Okay, so this is our tree, and on the other subtree we are working. So this is the other subtree. We have pulled 15 downwards and we have pushed 14 upwards. Okay, so this is a two-step rotation. Firstly we have performed the left rotation and then we have performed the right rotation. Okay, now let's just calculate the balance factor again. So what is the balance factor? Balance factor of all the leaf nodes are going to be 0. Okay, as we know that this is the keys. We have written it again, and balance factor 0. Now what is the balance factor of 14? Height of the left subtree of 14 is 1, height of the right subtree of 14 is 1, so 1 minus 1 will gives me 0. What is the balance factor of 10? Height of the left subtree is 1, height of the right subtree is 1 plus 1, which is 2, so 1 minus 2 will gives me minus 1. So it is having the balance factor between 0, minus 1 and 1. So it is a balanced tree till now. Okay, what I was telling, see, 10 was also having a balance factor minus 2, but we need not to work separately on that. Okay, once we have worked on our subtree, automatically the balance factor of other nodes will also change. Okay, so the next key that is left is 11. So we need to insert 11 now. Okay, so when I compare 11 with 10, we have seen that 11 is greater than 10, so it should be on the right of 10. Okay, now 14 is greater than 11, so 11 should be on the left of 14. On the left hand side we already have a node, that is 12. Now we need to compare 11 and 12. 11 is less than 12, so we are going to place 11 as the left child of 12. Okay, now we need to calculate the balance factor. Balance factor, see, the leaf nodes are 8, 11 and 15. So we are going to keep the balance factor as 0, and remain for the remaining nodes we need to update it. Okay, So for 12, what is the balance factor? Left subtree is having height 1, right is having height 0. So 1 minus 0 will gives me 1. Okay. Now what is the balance factor of 14? See, height of the left subtree is 2, height of the right subtree is 1. So 2 minus 1 will gives me 1 only. Okay. Now the height of 10, left subtree is 1, right subtree is 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is 3. Why I am not calculating this? Because we have already discussed what is the height, the longest path to reach the leaf node. So this is the leaf node. So longest path is 1 plus 2 plus 1, 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is 3. So 1 minus 3 will gives me minus 2. So this is again not balanced. Okay. Now we need not to work on each and every node. We'll consider only those nodes which are creating imbalance. Okay. Now this is creating imbalance. So we need to work on these three nodes only. The nodes which are creating imbalance. Now you need to understand that firstly you need to understand that how this imbalance occur. This imbalance occur because we have inserted a node 11. Now where we have inserted that node? On the right, firstly right, then left and then left. So that means RLL has happened, right, left, left. But you need not to consider all the three rotations. No, we will consider only the first two rotation, that is right and left. We will discard this third rotation, or okay, we'll discard this third rotation, that is left rotation. We'll consider only the first two rotation, that is right and then left. Okay. Now, so that means we are going to consider right and left. So we are going to consider only these three nodes. As I have already told you that in binary search tree, maximum we can have three nodes in a tree. So we are going to work on the three nodes itself. So automatically the balance factor of other nodes will also change. Okay, so we are going to work on these three nodes, that is right and then left. Okay. So firstly we are going to perform the right operation and then we'll perform the left operation. Okay. What is the right operation? We'll push 12 towards the upward direction. So that means 12 will come. Then we'll see where this 10 will go. 10 should be on the left of 12. So 10 will be on the left of 12 and then left of 8. Okay. And on the other side we have 14. So 14 is going to be on the right of 12 itself. 15 will also be on the right of 12. Okay. Now see, we have pushed this 12 upwards. Okay. So there is no node on the right of 12, but on the left of 12 we have one node, that is 11. Now 11 needs to be on the left of 12 only. Okay. But when we look at the left of 12, we have already a node, that is 10. No issues. Compare 12 and 11. Sorry, compare 10 and 11. Okay. When I compare 10 and 11, I find out 11 is greater than 10. So it should be on the right of 10. Okay. Now you can see it is fulfilling all the properties of binary search tree. Nodes which are greater than root are on the right side and less than root are on the left side. Okay. Now again calculate the balance factor. Balance factor of leaf nodes are going to be 0 again. 0 minus 1. What is the balance factor of 12? 1 plus 1, 2. 2 minus 1 plus 1, 2, which is 0. So that means all the nodes are having balance factor minus 1, 0 or 1, which is the correct balance tree. That means now this tree is an AVL tree. As you can see here also, what I told you, that you need to only three nodes which are creating imbalance. You need not look at all the other nodes. Okay. Similarly, here also we have looked at all three nodes which are creating imbalance. Although it is giving me three rotations, but I need to focus only the first two rotations. Automatically when you will work on those rotations, automatically the rest of the nodes will become balanced. I hope you have enjoyed this video and you have learned that how we can create an AVL tree. So in the next video, I'm going to discuss how we can insert a new node in an AVL tree, or how we can delete a node from an AVL tree. Okay. And if any imbalance occur, then how we can perform the rotations to make it a balanced tree. So if you like this video, then please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more such interesting and knowledgeable videos. And please do share your comments regarding this video. That would really be appreciated. Thank you so much and keep watching my channel.